Hi, welcome to West Coast Stackers. Today we're going to talk about Canadian 1-ounce silver maple leafs. Years back I watched a program called Discovering Masterpieces of Classical Music. There were famous musicians, conductors discussing classical pieces before they played them. They'd sit down, explain what the original composer was thinking, the sections in the music to look for, what they meant and conveyed. And when the music played, I'd really anticipate each part. It was cool listening and understanding something that was so outside my normal wheelhouse. The funny thing is, I don't like classical music. I don't have any of the great credentials of the composers or musicians, but I do love maple leafs. And doing the research for these coins from our neighbors to the north really gave me an appreciation for the artistry and beauty of the coins. If you're here, you probably like silver maple leafs already. If not, hang with us, we'll see if we can turn you around. We'll be right back in a moment. Welcome back. One of my very first purchases were the Canadian maple leaf. For a government minted coin, they're a really good price. The Canadian 1-ounce silver maple leafs are popular among collectors, stackers, due to their high silver contents of 4/9 fine silver, an absolutely beautiful design. The first silver coin was introduced by the Royal Canadian Mint in 1988, and since then it has become a highly recognizable and I feel often forgotten coin. Here's some real interesting facts about the maple leaf. The maple leaf itself is their cultural symbol in Canada. The coin is known by the reverse. They're referred to as maple leafs. The next fact is really cool. The Royal Canadian Mint is a for-profit mint as opposed to taxpayer-funded, such as the U.S. Mint. The effigy of the Queen has been on coins in Canada and Britain for over 6 decades. King Charles has not yet appeared on the Canadian silver coin, but according to tradition, there are 2 interesting things that will occur. First, he will face a different position called affronte or regal facing. And the second, British kings, unlike the Queen, does not wear a crown on the coin. That's because it is tradition that only female monarchs wear a crown on the coins. King Charles' first appearance is on the British coin or the Britannia. On the front of the silver maple leaf, you'll see the profile of the Queen Elizabeth II. And over the years, there have been 3 versions of this profile. In 1979-89 was Arnold Manchin's 39-year-old portrait. In 1990 to 2004, there was Dora de Pedery Hunt's 64-year-old portrait. And 2005 to the present, and Susanna Blunt's 79-year-old portrait. And the finely detailed image of the maple leaf on the reverse has remained unchanged. The reverse showcases the iconic Canadian maple leaf designed by Walter Ott. Let's talk about the collectibility, and here is an odd thought. One of the things that make these coins collectible to me are its security features, and let me explain. You could tell me in the comments if that's odd to you. The Royal Canadian Mint has made some tweaks and improvements to the coin via the security features by including special lines or small marks for security, as well as trying out different shiny or textured finishes. The first is a micro-engraved maple leaf authenticity mark. This is an incredibly tiny and detailed image of the maple leaf on the coin that's hard to fake or copy. It is even really hard to see with the naked eye and extremely difficult to counterfeit. The next is a light diffracting radial pattern. The coin has lines engraved in a special pattern that creates a shiny and colorful effect when light hits it, making it difficult to reproduce. These are radial lines and refer to a pattern of fine lines that radiate outward from the center of a coin. These lines are often engraved or machined onto the surface of a coin, creating a distinctive and visually appealing effect. The purpose of the radial lines are foremost a security or anti-counterfeiting measure. It's when you see the security measures that they're absolutely beautiful. The third measure is called bullion DNA digital anti-counterfeiting technology. The coin has a unique microscopic mark that special equipment can detect and verify this mark to confirm that the coin is real. The gold and silver maple leaf coins feature this special anti-counterfeiting security mark called a textured maple leaf. Each coin's die is laser micro-engraved with this mark. To enhance the security feature, they use digital non-destructive activation technology. It captures encrypted images with unique codes and securely stores them in their database. And let's just talk about the maple leaf itself. The maple leaf design on the Canadian silver maple leaf coin showcase a singular detailed maple leaf, which is Canada's national symbol. The leaf is depicted in a naturalistic style with intricate veining and texture, giving it a real simple and elegant appearance. And on the reverse side of the coin, it also has the inscription, of course, of Canada and fine silver, the coin's weight and purity. And as we said, it's 4/9 fine silver. It's 1 troy ounce. The Canadian maple leaf has remained unchanged since 1988, with the exception of the security features. There is an addition on these. There is the phrase argent pur, which is Canadian silver maple leaf coin. It's the French for pure silver. And lastly, the maple leaves are really affordable as compared to their American counterparts. They're about $29 or $30 each. This is June 2023, where the American Silver Eagles are $39 to $40. I've heard stackers that live in northern climates of the USA, they bought them as instrument of barter to exchange with their Canadian neighbors. I hope you've enjoyed our in-depth look at the maple leafs. Thank you so much for sharing a portion of your day with us at West Coast Stackers. Continue stacking, stay vigilant, and remember the freedom to invest is a fundamental right that we must protect. Thank you for being part of West Coast Stackers, and let's keep stacking.